Welcome to Subramani. I've done this post 5 years ago on my blog, and you should also read the comments. Just below, you will find a link to this article on whether a woman should be a homemaker. I'm not saying whether she should be or whether she should not be, but I think this is a question which pops up in the mind of every woman when she's 6 months into her pregnancy, whether she's 24, whether she's 27 or 32, doesn't really matter. It's a time when they think, should I give up my job? I'm earning 10 lakhs, I'm earning 20 lakhs, whatever. Should I become a full-time homemaker? And there are many questions to answer before this. Now, take a typical girl, brought up well, parents have a lot of money, parents are reasonably well off. But the luxuries in their lives came when the daughter started earning, and she said, oh, we should get rid of this fridge, buy a bigger fridge and buy a better TV and things like that. This is not something that they didn't have money, but maybe they didn't have the willingness to spend. Now that you have decided to become a homemaker, answer these following questions. How comfortable are you taking money from your husband to spend on yourself? Are you worried that your in-laws will react negatively? Will they say, why is she spending so much money? Will you take your husband's money and ask your parents to take your parents for a trip to Singapore when your in-laws are too old to travel? Will you be able to buy luxurious items just on one salary? Are you happy with your current financial situation where only one salary will work, right? You have to answer all these questions, and answer all these questions pretty unemotionally, because it's easy to get carried away and say, oh, I'm going to be sit-at-home mom, my husband can afford it. Just when you're taking that decision, you find that your husband's company has laid him off. Then what do? Are you ready to live on just your savings for 6 months before you can find another job when you are pregnant and you're about to have a baby, and you think the whole baby business is going to cost you about 2.5-3 lakhs of rupees? Are you ready for that? So please answer all these questions. Let me also add that everything, love, time spent with parents, time spent with children, and everything cannot be measured in terms of money. But you have built for yourself a lifestyle which requires an X amount of cash per month. If your husband is bringing in that amount of cash and you are comfortable with the fact that that money alone is sufficient, then it's different. Second, emotionally, whether you will be able to use his money, and if you're staying with your in-laws, will they like it, not like it? Will they take it well that you went for a vacation with your parents and you paid for it, or your husband paid for it? Check out on all these things. Don't just emotionally say, oh, I'm going to spend time with my child, it is going to be another 2-3 years before I take up a job. Ask yourself some strong questions. Am I saying this out of laziness or do I really need to do it? Is there something which I can do online? Is there something which I can sit at home and improve my skills so that when I go back for a job, maybe after a year or two, that I'm not rejected, right? Or if I take a 5-year break or a 3-year break, what do I do during that period so that mentally and physically I'm alert to the changes which are happening in my area of the job market, whatever your area, could be banking, could be design, could be you could be an engineer in CAD CAM, whatever. Am I making myself up to date on all these things? Will I be able to stand an interview, talk to friends, attend mock interviews? That's a fantastic thing to do. Even if you don't want a job, just go and find out what kind of questions are being asked and whether you're good at answering it. Make notes and make sure that you're well prepared with all those things which are being asked today, which means that is the latest current, right? So making sure that you do all that will keep you on your toes, even if you decide to become a homemaker for a small period, even if you decide to do it on a full-time basis. Suppose you're 45 years of age and you say, it's time for me to hang up my boots, that's fine. But answer all these questions before you do it, because many women I know, many young girls I know who have had a very nice and independent life, they have never hesitated taking money from their dad, right? They would just go pick up 200 rupees from their dad's pocket. I mean, I have done that and my sister has done that. So But it is not so simple asking your spouse for money. I've never been able to ask my spouse for money. I've not spent 1 rupee of her earnings. All her money has got invested. If I tell her this month I have a cash flow problem, will you pay from your pocket? There's absolutely no doubt that she will, but I have never had the ability to ask. So if you don't have that ability to ask and you look at expensive clothes and sigh and say, I wish I had been working and I want to buy it, then it's different. Communicate with your husband, communicate with with your parents, communicate with his parents, find out what you want to do, make sure they all mix. And when you read this link that I'm sending you, make sure that you read the comments also, because many people will think conventionally, why should only a woman have to undergo all this? The fact is, it's only women who have to undergo all this. So you look at it this way: if the husband is earning less than the wife, or the wife is earning much more than the husband, here the word much is also important. Perfectly possible for you to suggest that why don't you take a break and look after the baby? Perfectly possible. But not all men can do that the way a woman can do it. But that's fine. But talk about all this before you take your decision on becoming a full-time housewife, because jobs are not so easy to find. So find yourself a job which allows you flexi timing, do whatever, but answer these questions before you take the decision. Let it not be an emotional decision. That is the most important thing. Thank you.